Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Today I will talk about how my dreams came true with my airline, with Oman Air, and how did it happen that India is so close to my heart and became my second home. You know, I must say that the decisions and the choices we are making sometimes can change your life totally. And I never thought that my life will be like this. And I think that this is a good material for the movie, for the Bollywood love story, and not only because the adventure which took place, it's very interesting and I think could be an inspiration for so many directors. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. In my case, the story is very classical if it comes to become a cabin crew member. You know, I was a teenager, I had full of dreams. I wanted to travel the world, visit as many places as possible, live abroad, and I thought that's all about. But not. When I managed to pass my training, when I managed to get my wings, it was one of the most beautiful days of my life. But I also realized that living abroad, being a crew, it's not only about traveling. It's not only about what the people see on board and what they think about this profession. First of all, we are not only to serve the guests, I mean to give them the meals and serve the beverages. It's more about the safety, and I would say this is our priority, and to deal with the fatigue, with shift patterns, nights, noon, morning. It's not easy, but today I will be focused on the positive sides and I will tell you my story. How did it happen that I ended up in Oman Air? Because first I was in the European airline and then I moved here. So coming back to the point, when I became a cabin crew member, I realized that it's much more about connections with the people who I work with. It's much more about making bond with your job that is addictive, that you want more, that you want to explore. And your changes in life are also kind of addiction that you crave to change. You want move from place to place, and you discover that this is very interesting. And after all, I really wanted to experience something else because Middle East, it's known as a luxury style, more opportunities, of course more salary, and I really wanted to try to become a cabin crew member in Oman, in the Middle East. And it happened. Here I was meeting people from around the world. It was exactly what I wanted. I experienced the first layover here in this airline, and I remember it was Nepal, Kathmandu. And I think the real cabin crew life, also I could say, it was in this place, in Oman Air. Because in my previous career, we used to have only, turnarounds. So I didn't have opportunity to realize how it is to have layovers, how it is to explore. And really, I was so happy for the second time that I managed to become a cabin crew in this region of the world. So I met the person one day who I never thought it will be love of my life. You know, I'm talking about Varun. He was captain in my airline. I was the cabin crew. We met because I was doing charity in India, and because of Oman Air, I could explore India more because we used to have layovers. And I must say that different carriers, like for example Emirates and Qatar, they didn't have layover in Bombay. And Bombay was the first place I landed with Oman, and I had the layover 24 hours. And I also must say that India was for me just one time visit. Let's say it was on my bucket list, but I never thought I will be coming back. I never thought that the returns will be such meaningful, and my love towards India will be growing and growing and growing, and one day I will end up there, not only for the holiday or for the purpose which at that time was for me, it was charity. I was coming to Bombay because this is what we see in the TV in Europe about India is slums, poverty. And for me, I wanted to, because coming back to the point, I love also to take pictures. I love photography. So I said, I will go to India. I will take pictures of lifestyle of people, because for me, it's not only, touristic places. I wanted to see how the people live, and I will take pictures. I will make kind of articles about it, what I'm thinking, because I also have my blog. So I was writing my thoughts, my reflections, and everything about what I was visiting in so many places I could experience with Oman, like Zanzibar, Kathmandu, as I said, Bombay, Calicut, Hyderabad, Delhi. It's many places also in India. I was in Dhaka, Chittagong. I've seen the places which I never thought I will see, and the most probably, if I would like to buy the tickets, I think I would not afford, because it was so many places I could visit. And these discounts which we have with my airline, it gave me a lot of benefits and opportunity to visit. That's why I wanted to say that I'm grateful for it. And I think that if we didn't have layover in Bombay, the most probably I would go once to India. But what happened on my layover in Bombay? I met a girl who couldn't speak, who couldn't hear, and I decided to not end my story with India. I wanted to come back and make her life a bit easier, because I felt like if I can do it, if I can admit her to school, if I can give her more in life as a woman to second woman, it would be awesome. But then I started realizing that India, it's much more than I thought. And along with this story, another story was happening, and I didn't even think about it. So when I met Pooja, the girl, and I was coming to India, I needed some advices, and I met the pilot at work, Varun. I wanted some advices regarding the medical checks, and I was asking where I can do it, because you are from India, so I would like to know more about it. I approached Varun and I asked him, so can you tell me please where I can check? He said, you're telling me you're staying nearby the slums, please don't do it. Because I described that I used to stay nearby the slums in the hostel, and he said it's dangerous. And he said, please, stay with my parents. The hospitality is really nice and you will feel safe. So this is how it started, my story. But before it happened, it passed a few years. But the situation became such complicated, and I realized that I cannot help Pooja anymore in India, that I did maximum, and getting to know what's happening with her parents, that they are abusive, they don't let her study, they don't let her develop the skills, they don't let her be better in life. I said that actually I could help her in Poland. So I decided that I will make passport and visa, and I managed to do so. And I decided to take her to my country. But unfortunately, because of the parents, it didn't happen. Pooja was already adult, but the problem was with her, you know, she was totally dependent on the people. And in that case, I didn't succeed. I was in Poland already. I quit from Oman. So this period took maybe in total 1 year and 4 months that I was off of my job in Oman. I was working that time in Poland, in Polish airline. But I decided once again that I would like to rejoin the airline, and I was promised that it will be possible because I gave my reason about the situation which has happened, and that, you know, working for my airline became a mission. It was not only the job, lifestyle, and, you know, the traveling and only the joy. Because I visited India, you know, and that I met this girl, you know, I don't know how to describe, but I just felt that this company made me to do much better in life. That, you know, I could develop myself as a human, as a person. And I'm really, really happy that I experienced that, even though there were so many hard moments, and this charity work was not easy because, believe me, charity and NGO projects, organizations, basically I was working on my own with these things. I mean, I was doing everything by myself, but still was very hard, especially as a person who didn't know about the culture, who didn't know anything about India. I was basically getting to know about India when I was coming there. And you know, I think this how it happened. When I came back to Oman once again, my life changed again. I totally fell in love. And this is funny because before I didn't feel that. And yes, this pilot and cabin crew love story became true. And it was my case. And I never thought that the pilot will be my partner, that it will be love of my life. That's why I'm so grateful to my company that so many things good happened to me and I could experience. So if you would tell me that my life will be like this, that India will be my second home and I will be with a pilot who comes from India, I would the most probably never believe you, because this was never ever in my thought that I can make such bond with somebody who is from different culture, who is from different place. And you know, sometimes we're thinking that these kilometers make a difference and make a distance, but then you can actually realize that it's closer to your heart than you thought. And yes, ye mera kahani hai. Anyway, guys, if you would like to travel with Oman, I really encourage you. Maybe one day I will meet you on board on any Indian sector, because we make so many destinations daily. We have Bombay, Delhi, we have also south of India. So I hope if you want to visit the place, because it's really worth, it's much more and much better than Dubai, because everybody wants to go there. No, come to Oman because it's so lovely, it's amazing place. It's also my home. So I would encourage you to come, and thank you for watching. Hopefully to see you on board. Bye bye. Namaste.